Imagine you sold a washing machine for 20,000. Is that the value you are charging liability? I am talking about the value of taxable supply in GST under section 15 of the CGST Act 2017. It is not necessary that we will calculate on the value, the basic price 20,000. Other charges like other duties what you are paying, incidental charges, late payment fees, subsidies directly related to price, discounts can be excluded. So we have to find out what is the actual value, taxable value of an item on which GST is charged. So here taxable value, two ways of deciding. One is when the parties are not related. Second is when parties are related. So as the first part we will explain when the parties are not related. When the parties are not related, this transaction value will be the value of taxable supply. There will not be any additional discount or anything. Whatever the transaction value we will calculate GST. But if parties are related, say for example companies under the same management, they are selling one item to the other company at a very less rate, very less compared to market rate. So how they will calculate the transaction value? Transaction value, you have to remember, in such a case they will see the open market value of that product or the service. That is the first way to find out. Second is value of similar products and services in the market or any other approved method. So these methods, they will find out the actual value and the GST will be calculated. So two methods. One is when they are not related, transaction value. When they are related, if they are selling at a value less than the market value, alternate methods of finding the actual value is there, and on that taxable value will be calculated. On that you will have to pay the GST. Now what all are included in the taxable, in the transaction value? See, sometimes you have to pay other taxes, duties, cess. Second is incidental charges, installation, packaging, all that. Third is late payment fees. Fourth is subsidies related to the purchase or the subsidies related to the price. These things will be added to the transaction value. Then you have to remember the discounts before in raising the invoice or after raising the invoice will be excluded from the bill. So let me make it clear with the help of an example. See, for example, the washing machine you are selling for 20,000. Packing charges 500, installation 1000 rupees and discount 1000. So first we have to find, and GST rate is 18%. So first you have to remember what is the value of the washing machine. 20,000 plus 500 plus 1000 minus 1000, the discount. So the transaction value is 20,500. Now calculate GST. 20,500 into 18, that is rupees 3,690. Now what is the taxable value? That is 20,500 plus 3,690. That is rupees 24,910. So on this value the GST will be calculated. So what I want you to remember is that GST is not always calculated on the basic price. So additional charges will be there, like other taxes paid, incidental charges, late payment fees, and the subsidies related to the price minus discounts allowed. So on that GST will be payable. This is the concept of taxable value of supply under GST, on which this value, the GST will be payable.